With that, I've got literally one beacon which I'll need to lift up. And yeah, pretty much in a few minutes I'm looking at doing this. It looks like I don't have much left to deconstruct, and I'm just deconstructing at this point for the hell of it. So yeah, I don't have to deconstruct all of this. I've just got a lot of people that don't have anything to do, and I might as well. I might as well also, I'm going to say expand the zone so I don't have to wait for them to walk this stuff everywhere. Because that way it will just be wherever they've deconstructed it. So, yeah. I'll get rid of this corner, though. The way when they deconstruct it, it will just be where it is, and they'll just do this faster. They're almost done. I would love to be able to gift... I don't know if these guys accept wood. Maybe. Let's go see if they accept wood. As a gift, of course. Like, I wouldn't force the gift of wood on them. Unless it was obviously a gift. Like, well, obviously, if anybody's going to buy shit. If they're going to buy wood from me, I will sell it to them. Let's see, we've got furs and stuff. I guess I could give them some furs. Make them happy. I don't know which trader this is, but they can have some fur. I can offer them that. There was wood further down, but they wouldn't take that. This is the only one I want to increase. It's the only one I don't know which one keeps fucking walking in, and I don't get to give them anything. So I also don't know what the fuck is going on with this. I think this is a caravan, maybe? I don't know. I just have like a fuck ton of mega softs over here. I'm not sure why. Let's have a look at like zones and shit. Like, it's not that, is it? Maybe. It doesn't look like I've got much else that they can do or be. So, yeah, I guess they're just hanging out over there for reasons. I don't know if they have access to food, I'll be honest. I don't know if they've had access to food all winter. But, that's a thing, I guess. Get rid of those ones, too. And, yeah, once they've got rid of the areas in here, I'll be able to pick up the extra floorings, and that's it. Pretty much all I want. I don't care about the extra metal here. Maybe I deconstruct this because we're pretty much at the point... We're pretty much at the point where they keep kind of setting that shit on fire. It keeps exploding on its own. I'm not going to get the metal out of this thing. That can stay. Pretty much the one and only thing that's going to stay, except for like the air conditioners and stuff. And we're pretty much... I don't think they're going to be able to cook up enough stuff. They are doing a lot of carnivore meals because we have it. Colonicidal. Well, I do have meat eaters going, so I guess these are going to uninstall now. It's going to uninstall. These lights are going to deconstruct. And yeah. Pretty much when that goes, I could probably get rid of these two. Since they're outside of that sort of zone, I don't need to worry. That will unfortunately make that pen open. So the only thing I can do is say not allow that. And hope that the animals don't fucking walk through it, because as soon as they do, that's a problem. So I'll just hope and watch and wait and see that they don't happen to walk through there. Caravans arrived at Qulin? Alright, cool. Which one is this? Oh, this is the fighting one. Fine. Well, they can go and put all their stuff away, pretty much. I'll leave them to that. There's nothing I really need to do with them. I'm pretty sure I didn't bring home Snake. I'm pretty sure I left Snake behind, I think. I'm not entirely certain about that. I'll find out, I guess. We'll find out if they happen to have a corpse in here. Because I sure as fuck forgot to check. Doesn't matter, we have a cremation thing here, so they did happen to bring him home. They can get rid of him. Alright. So basically have this one last caravan slot here. This whole area in here. If they can remove the floors, that would be great. Vort, are you fucking serious? Where is Vort? Vort has been doing this non-stop. I think Vort might be underneath there. Alright, hold on. I literally just saved it. Let's see if I can fucking save him. Let's roll back to 2 seconds beforehand. 2 seconds. I've got like 2 seconds to fucking save this guy. Of course. It'd be pretty much instant pause and go find him. Because I get that a couple of the places around my base did have mountainous range. And because I built up with like pillars, and then once I got it up and running, I then kind of like worked with walls. But yeah, look, 2 seconds is long enough in a game. All right, it'd be long enough. I've just got to pretty much pause when I get in and go find him and like draft him. That's it. So it's not too bad. Either that or Vort's dying, but Vort's like a pretty good miner, so I kind of don't want that to happen. Alright, where am I? Vort was playing around over here, and this is... It's not saying it's a mountainous thing, but now that I'm aware of it, we're going to leave this fucking section as a solid rock, and there we go, Vort saved. So, crisis averted, and apparently... Am I doing a trade? I was not aware of this, but okay. Chocolate, buy some meat, all sorts of stuff. Take your components. You guys can take the extra leathers. I guess I kind of gifted you leathers without it. I'll buy the extra steel because, yeah, I'm going to do that. Of course I am. You have a steel game fur. Look, I want those regardless of what they're made out of. I apparently don't have the money, huh? That's interesting. Well, I don't necessarily have to buy, like, tortoise meat and some, like, random lynx meat and shit. I also technically do not have to buy the steel. I can leave that alone. So I guess I'll leave all the extra meat and the chocolate and shit. There is a dromedary I could buy, but what if I flip the script and I sell you a dromedary? How do you feel about that? I'm assuming that they're not very comfortable with this situation at all. That's what I'm going with. That is $100 for a fucking game of Ur. I guess I could just not go with that. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of money. Give me the meat. Fucking give me that meat. There we go. That's fine. I'll take that. Oh, man. It always baffles me when there's so much fucking money involved in components. I don't remember them always being so expensive, but they are apparently really expensive. I just used to make them as if they were fucking air. Like, in my colony of Hatora, the colony I had before I ever started streaming, we just made that shit. It was just on hand and available all the time. I also don't know why they feel the need to be stacking them, but okay. It's fine. I did make this, like, right next to where they were, but I guess it's okay. Nope. I don't know what you think you're doing, but it sure as fuck ain't gonna be that. Who's got a psychic shock lance? Somebody walk outside. I know that he's going off to kill animals, but it's not gonna happen. I don't care what animal he's going for. I think somebody in here has a lance. I think it's Campbell. So... Hi, mate. About that. Fucking let me click on him. Jesus. There we go. I love it. Alright, everybody go back to what the fuck you're doing. Turk included. As I'm back, need coffee. Yeah, no, I get it, Grim. I hope that your, like, power nap and shit was alright, though. Now you can rescue him. And he's got a psychic shock brain thing. It's fine. He'll be right. Yeah, do you feel any more awake than earlier? Did you end up having a nap, or did you just kind of, like, lounge, chill out kind of thing? Because, like, yeah, I don't know. It kind of sounded like you just kind of needed to, like, do nothing for a little bit. You know? Honestly, sometimes that's all it is. It's just actually just doing nothing. And it just gives, like, I don't know. Not always. Sometimes it just gives you energy. Honestly, like, sitting in absolute fucking silence. It's strange. I'm not knocking that. But yeah, I enjoy that. Actually, no, I had a nap, but had a mini nightmare. That's not good. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of can't think along the lines of what Grim's kind of, like, level of nightmares are. Mine are generally pretty fucking horrific and graphic, so I don't generally, like, bring them up too often and, like, stream. But yeah. It's a shame if that's probably what's, like, working you back up, Grim. Let's do that. I'll try to get the inner parts here done. That way I can... what is that one colonist idol? What's it getting eaten? Oh, yeah. I had some dream like that the other day. It was not good. It was like zombies. I actually had a dream all about fucking zombies again. I swear. Oh, shit. Just smacked my mic. Look, I probably do dream about zombies a bit more when I play 7 Days to Die, but at the same time, I don't know. I just kind of am predisposed to dreaming about zombies, even back before I still, like, played games and watched stuff. I think it's just pretty normal for me. But still not pleasant. Caravan arrived at Qulin. I love how it's arrived at the opposite end. Is this... Wait, is this the same one? Yeah, it's the same one. It just arrived at the opposite end. It's fabulous. All right. Okay, well that means I've only got the 2 caravans out and about. Lola and that lot are still trying to desperately head their way back down. Honestly, they keep getting more and more hurt because they're not even carrying anything. They just have a lot of animals. It's just that they don't have a lot of people. Grasshopper's recreationally fucking starved. Whale is bored. This lot's on their way up. They're apparently only moving at 7 tiles a day, but they've basically got, what is that, 11,000 kilos of mass capacity, which is pretty awesome. And by the time they get up there, they should be closer to probably about 15,000 because of the amount of fucking babies they'll be having. They do have 100 days of food, so they'll be right. They'll be fine. I still love getting to see like the really big caravans like that. Grasshopper's just having a tantrum. I was hoping that they would lift up some of the wood and some of the flooring and stuff in there. I guess they're mostly just playing around with this. I'll tell you what, let's get rid of that, because honestly, you guys are just kind of like playing putty with it at this point. If you're gonna bring the wood into the zone, you might as well bring the wood into the zone, you know? Stephens is having a daze. I don't think I've got any more of those psychic pulsar things to make him happy either. So whatever I've got's whatever I've got. It's going to be weird once everything's up here and I don't have salvation. For a little while, it's going to be like kind of unusual because I'm going to go out into the world and I'm not going to have my other location. And I'll be like, oh, that's right, all my shit's here and I need to sort this fucking inventory. But yeah, that's the thing I'm going to have to do soon. I was eaten by some cannibals on an island. It was supposed to be a holiday trip, but I was lured by lust, and then turns out I was just main course for dinner. Jesus. That's got so many layers to it, though, Grim. I like that, though. Interesting. My only question is, like, were you getting hunted, or were you just, like surprised, and then bam, your dinner kind of thing? Like, against, obviously, not wanting to be made into meal and stuff, or were you actually, like, hunted down and tried to escape? Because, like, usually in those cases, like, I'll usually try to escape. And if I do come into, like, a surprise situation, like, I usually end up having, like, the ability to teleport and shit in those circumstances, which is always fun. Like, I don't know, without going into too much of graphic details and stuff, I had one the other day of I don't know, somebody getting pulled to shreds, and I was going to be next, and when they were just about to get through the door to me, the door was basically breaking in with these people, like, piling on top of each other, trying to get in to do the same thing to me. Pretty much as soon as that happened, I teleported out of the building, but I also teleported out with my cats. So we all got out to safety and stuff. Yeah. Like, that's usually what happens with mine, is, like, I kind of, like, take the whole household to safety with, like, this sudden ability to do something like that, you know? So I was surprised and relieved that it was all lie to lure me out. Yeah, I guess that's the other thing, too, is finding out that it's a lie, but being okay with it, because it's like, oh, well, that was all just fake. That's right, I hadn't got to set these up as uninstalling yet, because I rolled back. I just realized that I hadn't done that, which means that there's a couple things around here I haven't done. But, yeah, pretty much. I pretty much think I was going to get rid of these. I was going to say don't walk into that, but there's already a muffalo thing in there, so I'm not going to deconstruct those. I already deconstructed that. I'm pulling up the floor as we go. So if I could just get a couple of people, I think Grasshopper's still doing a thing. You can't do that. You can. Esme, come back here. I'm going to get you guys to just prioritize taking off the floor for a moment. Belle, if I could get you in here too. You're going to do one. Do I have Audrey, and specifically if I'm tired, not trying to fall asleep? Yeah. I don't know. I love hearing people's dreams because, like, even if they're, like, a little bit messed up and stuff, it's still interesting to see what the brain constructs. Like, mine are usually, like, horror genre kind of stuff. And sometimes they're, like, amazing and whimsical and all that shit. But more often than not, they're horror genre. There's usually some kind of zombies or espionage or something involved. It's pretty cool. It's just like I'm trying to sleep, you know. That's the only real downside to it is like I am actively trying to sleep when I'm having these dreams, and I sometimes like I wake up and I'm like, man, I want to see the rest of that. Or sometimes I wake up and I'm like, fucking hell, I just wanted like a couple more hours of sleep, you know? Like I feel like I'm not asleep or not getting the sleep. I don't know if Ray's allocated to that, but I think Franklin's on this. Once they've got that, that's the last tile I care about. All right. I don't have my other group down here just yet, but I'm going to stack up what I can on this group. They're going to keep deconstructing stuff, but let's get salvation mostly lifted. I'll see what I can fit. If it's going to fit at all, I'll just turn back the caravan because I really do... Well, I do want to pick up all this too, but I kind of want to pick up... I'll pick up almost everybody and I'll see how this goes because I can always put people onto a second caravan if I need to. Let's grab all the animals. Also, all the animals will go out in this. I'll see what else I can carry out with it. Like I said, if I have to wait for the second caravan to arrive for anything in particular, I'll wait. But if not, I'll just merge it with whatever's on the way down. Let's see, food and shit. Get some food. Get some meat, because actually I'm going to have to leave at least some meals here because I have got other people that are still waiting here. But I'm taking all my mega softs and they're going to need the meat. So I should have had the meat for the panthers and stuff, but you know what? We didn't have it, so we did with what we could. This is so weird to see this getting so small. Psychic Tooth Pulsar. Let's not load that. I'll use that. The horse pens, that... I don't know if I lifted the other trade beacon, but I can always add it to it. I have so much wood available. Let's see what I can load in slate. Alright. So it's pretty much the majority of it. Jesus Christ, don't do that. Alright. So this is the majority of my colony. I could add in more people and I could carry more stuff. But I'm going to wait till the other caravan comes down, I guess, and just pull up the rest of like the marble blocks or something with us. Whatever we can carry. It's literally only going to probably be that and some food. So hopefully I've left enough for my people to survive. And I'll pull up the last couple of things, if I haven't already, around the place. I think I've got all the lights gone. See, this one can... I can uninstall. The lights can deconstruct. These will lift up soon. They'll need to go into a caravan too. And even if they can't, they'll be able to fit into... They'll be able to fit into my people just carrying it, so it'll be fine. Most of the times my dreams are like adventuring with a touch of romance. Some are just confusing. Those ones I sometimes wake up and think to myself, what the heck was that? Made no sense. Yeah. I don't know. Mine are a lot of like adventuring fantasy. Like I said, zombies, espionage, stuff like that. Like it's really weird. A lot of mine are very legitimate to real world feelings and stuff. Like stuff that I'm subconsciously experiencing, but may not necessarily be super, super aware of. Those ones are always very enlightening. What are you doing? You are having a tantrum, but you're equipping a marble club. All right. Love that she went and equipped a marble club to have this. It's fantastic. You're in the caravan. Well, it should be done in it should be done with her tantrum in like a couple of minutes, so it will be fine. But yeah, pretty much this last group, Lola's group that's coming down. Like I don't even know if this group has any like animals to spare. Like they've got like 1,000 or so different. I could probably split them and take a couple of horses or something back. I might as well. I know it's going to... I don't really care. We'll grab Skizzle and I'll grab a couple of animals. I'll probably have to grab them some food or something. Pretty much just have to make sure that they don't get to a point where they don't have anything. So let's grab nutrient paste, because why not? Alright, I won't grab anything else. And I kind of just want to see this meet a point where it's kind of where it's at. So if I can take... I know I could take about 1,000 animals. Not quite that much. That much. Alright, let's take that. Okay. And where is this one person? One person with a lot of animals. You could come back. You have like no days worth of food, but that's fine. You'll be fine. I probably should have gave them like 2 people in case Skizzer goes down because I don't know if they're eaten. And they don't have any health privileges. Oh man, that's a fucking risk. Like they're over a day's distance away. It's fine. I made a choice. This will keep going. They're a lot closer to their weight limit, and Skizzer. We'll see if Skizzer fucking makes it. I guess it'll be spring pretty soon. It'll be spring in like 5 days. So hopefully Skizzer doesn't go down. I can always send one person flying out to meet him. Might as well do that. This is a mess. This is when like I'm gonna say about there. I'll send Ray Wolfen with I don't know. Let's say send you out with not that. Send you with some pemmican. Pemmican's light and you can take a lot and it's a lot of food. Take a medical thing with me. Take a bit more food. There we go. Send that. Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that. So Ray said he was trying to play. Was it Ras said he was trying to play Rimworld, but since 1.5 patch, there's a ton of mods that's outdated and won't work. Probably. When I loaded up tonight, before I started stream, well, while I was on countdown and shit, it had a problem with Harmony mod. So that in itself is going to be an issue. Like I said, at the start of stream, I basically did point out that I hope to continue playing through Asora. The worst case scenario would be that I have to go ahead and like restart the game or something. But if I did that, I would probably go the extra mile and probably bring in like 200 something fucking people, crash land somewhere, and go again. Like that's the kind of person I am. But yeah, I would like to see Asora get to the end with what they have without changing any mods and stuff. But the fact that a DLC update is happening in the middle of it, like I wasn't expecting this because I haven't been streaming with DLCs being released and stuff. Like, what was it called? Biotech came out right before, after Nido, before Asora, I think. So I haven't been like in a process where one has been overlapping, I don't think. That Harmony was updated to 1.5 and 1.4 files should still work fine with 1.5. Yeah. Look, it's still running. The game's still running as it is. I didn't really do anything. I just did a test load in, made sure that there was no errors, made sure that the game still ran fine-ish, and kind of like loaded back out. I didn't have a lot of time because it was literally while I was on countdown. I had other shit to do, which is why I don't have a lot of water tonight because I didn't get a chance to go fill up my drink bottle at the start of stream. I just had to troubleshoot that instead. Like, I could have extended it, but I'd rather kind of be somewhat consistent to when I start, which is around 10 p.m. And even if like my countdown is shorter or longer, I usually am live talking at 10 p.m., give or take. So yeah, it was just whatever I could do for the night. As long as it keeps working, I'm fine with it. So next colony will be cannibals, right? No, Grim. I know how excited you are. Let's see. This is for Skizzer. I could probably trade a couple of animals and get like some food for him. But I don't want to. The meals and stuff, like 35, 20 odd. It's not going to really be enough to feed all the animals. If it was pemmican, if they'd eat the insect jelly, maybe. That's kind of cheap. Chicken eggs are kind of cheap. Get a lot of chicken eggs. I don't think that's good shit, but it can be eaten raw, but it's much, much better cooked. I like that. Actually, let's do that. Let's buy all that and maybe sell off, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 adults. They could be pregnant, maybe. Nah, I think this will cost me probably too many animals. Yeah, it's going to cost me too many animals. I'm just going to keep going and hope that whoever my colonist I'm sending out to meet him will be alright. Come on, think about the human jerky's coffee. It'd be great. Yeah, see, the thing is, I also don't have the coffees mod, Grim. I know that is absolute fucking blasphemy to you as well. I understand this. Like, you guys gotta understand the amount of fucking comments I get on some of the mods that I have, the mods that I choose to use, the mods that I refuse to add because this isn't a closed playthrough and stuff. and it's fucking hilarious. Like, I understand every time somebody sees my list, it's new to them, but it's the exact same kind of like blasphemy, and yet Grim's the only one that gives a fuck about the fact that I do not have coffee mod. And I find that really specifically hilarious, like more than it should be, honestly. I love how these animals are just like sleeping with the people, but it's waking them up as well. There's also a lot of people milling around. Yeah. Who are you and what are you having a tantrum for? It's fine. I don't know which caravan is getting loaded up here. It's hard to fucking tell where my people are for this. I know I set up a caravan. I guess it'll be the Megasofts, won't it? Yeah. They'll tell me where they are. So I have one person who's mentally broken, and it's Turk. And Turk is on the list to die, so we'll just remove Turk out of it. As long as I didn't I probably just got rid of the caravan, didn't I? Yeah, no. Good. Good. A solar flare. No, that's fine. I don't need to worry about a solar flare. What can I say? I'm a man of great taste. You're a man of taste, Grim. There's a difference. Nah, your taste is full on fucking coffee flavor. There's caravans. Yeah, caravans kicked off. Cool. Well, I don't know how quickly he's gonna move, but I hope these two merge together quickly. I'm just gonna send him up further. So basically what I'm looking at is I need Ray Wolfen with the food to meet up with Skizzer so that they can eat. So that they can head down here. It's the 10th of August. So we've got 5 more days of winter, which means 5 more days of everything moving at half the pace it is. So it's probably 2 fucking days away from here. This lot's finally on their fucking way up. This lot's finally on their way down. Well, they've been on their way down for a lot of this time, but they'll get there probably on the 3rd of fucking whatever the next fucking season is. I can't remember it. I think this group is in the process of caravanning. That will take all the animals and almost everything out of here. I'm literally only bringing in one last caravan that's on its way down at the moment, with the view that if I can literally just pick up some of these like marble blocks and stuff and take that with me, I will. That's all I'm trying to do, because I've got like fucking heaps of them. And I took the time to do it, and I took the time to send these people down here. I'm not going to have the resources to send them home, food-wise. I definitely do not have that. But it was spring, so they will travel at twice the speed. Well, regular speed again. So 9 days will be 9 days, and if that's just enough to get them there, they'll be enough. And they're coming down with still an okay amount of food. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's looking like next week, Salvation will get packed up. Essentially, that will be it. Basically, this caravan will arrive. Probably, I'm going to guess, maybe an hour or 2 into stream, that will arrive. This one will be ready to go. These two will have merged, because I'll have to remember to merge these bastards together so that they actually have food and come back down here with the animals and shit. And then, yeah, shaman. Jesus, I don't need a shaman right now. I'll send over Corpsey. Maybe they've got food. I can still buy some food for here while we're here. But yeah, this is all we've got left. We've got like a little bit of food. We've got some components, a bit of steel, which I think is getting loaded up. We've got blocks. I'm going to take blocks over wood because I took the time to cut those. I'll take the rest of the food out of here, whatever is left. And yeah, that's basically going to be it. So yeah, Salvation next week will be probably the very last week, unless I get some kind of mega attack across multiple different like caravans and battles and shit that like postpone time. Unless that happens, Salvation will be gone and abandoned next week. Pretty much as soon as this caravan gets down here, picks up its shit, and literally turns around and leaves. As soon as they have left, Salvation's just going to get abandoned, and that's it. They will all be headed up towards Qulin, and Qulin will be the final location. So, yeah. Salvation's looking at ceasing to exist in early spring or mid-spring by then, depending on how long it takes to get the caravan out. But yeah, it's that's right. This place is having a flare. I'm like, why does it look so dull? But yeah, I don't know. It's really weird to think that 12 months. It's been 12 days. Another week's time, like it'll be what? Fucking, if I can maths for a hot second, it's what, 19 days? It'd be like a year and 19 days. It won't even be like an additional month. It would just be, that's it. And then this will be the new location, and then I'll have to find somewhere new. So that's gonna be weird. Really weird.